Today on Jeep News February edition, we are talking a brand new graphics package on the back end, a new way to advertise in your Jeep Wrangler, as well as a trim that was released and we kind of heard nothing about it. Let's dive into it today and share all of our Jeep news with you guys. Some of you may know this, but you can actually order factory graphics packages direct from Jeep, regardless of what you're trying to do with your build. So when you order a brand new Jeep Gladiator or a Wrangler, you can add different graphics packages to them, as well as if you order certain trims, they just automatically come on. Now, just the other day, we actually saw a Jeep Gladiator with the patriotic, kind of like the Stars and Stripes kit, I believe it's called, but that is a factory applied graphic on the 41 clear coat Gladiator that came with a nice American flag decal on the hood, as well as a star graphic on the side. Now that one, we didn't really know it even existed, and you can order some of these from Mopar, or you can order them when your Jeep is built, but it's a pretty cool option to be able to pay a couple $100, have them professionally installed, and already have it on your Jeep when it's delivered. However, there is a new one that has been able to be ordered, and apparently I looked at the Gladiator forums, and you could order it for a few years now, but it's called the Retro Package. From what we can tell, it looks like kind of like 50 Shades of Gray, like one shade of light gray and then a darker shade of gray, as well as the words Gladiator on the hood. Now it rolls down the side just like an old school Scrambler would, and I think it looks pretty neat on certain colors. However, it's not a lot different, or it probably wouldn't look on a bright color because it's a very flat Scrambler kind of esque vibe. Now there are a lot of aftermarket options. A couple guys that I know offer these, and you can get them in any color. You can even do Islander ones or really bright popping colors. And personally, if I had a Jeep like that and wanted to go with the retro, that's what I would do. But pretty cool to see. We'll try and put up as many images here as we can find of what that looks like, and then as soon as one comes in person, we'll go check it out just to let you know. Now the second thing that really grinds my gears, Ryan caught this on our drive 2 days ago. I had been hearing about it. They were talking about on Instagram, talking about on the forums that Jeep was going to start introducing commercials or ads onto your Uconnect screen. As if we don't have enough ads in our life. Hang on, pause this moment. Today's video is sponsored. No, I'm kidding. Today's video isn't sponsored. But yeah, we have enough ads everywhere. They're on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube TV, commercials just on regular TV. And then Uconnect is like, hang on, we're going to put ads on your screen. Now, we only saw it pop up when we had the App Store open. It was like on the bottom right corner, and Ryan will pull up the image here, but it was like, call this number. It was like a legit like ad on there. The rumor is that when you're at a red light, it's gonna pop up with an ad. Because I would imagine it's deemed unsafe probably by federal motor vehicle standards if it like pops up while you're driving. Because if I have GPS on, and now it pops up while I'm driving, it's a distraction and I look at it. So that's illegal. But I think if you do it at a red light, it's not. But it's like kind of like watching a movie.
I thought we were driving in the end.
I mean, we were driving? Yeah, we were driving, but that wasn't like a full screen. It was just like a text image. But boy, oh boy, what do you guys think about that? What is your thought process on Jeep employing ads? Now, Ryan and I were talking off camera, what we kind of envision happening. Now, this would be a lot further down the road if other auto manufacturers get on board, but say you're pulling up to a Chick-fil-A, you're pulling up to a McDonald's, you're pulling up to Burger King. It would be able, the Jeep would sense it because it's all built in with computers and tech, and kind of pop up with an ad for that. Like, imagine if Burger King and a McDonald's are right next to each other, but Burger King pays Jeep to have the ad pop up for their stuff. That's how advertisers work, you know what I mean? When you're looking at a competing product, the other advertiser will buy the rights or the AdWords for that and have it pop up. Could you imagine that, pulling into Chick-fil-A and it's like, hey, stop in and get a fresh peach milkshake. It's in season now. I'd be like, son of a... Probably pop the Uconnect screen. I don't know. I feel like the way that Jeep's going with the prices, how high they are, kind of all the turbulent changes, this is not the time to do it. It's just like adding insult to injury. It's like you've been paying out the butt for these Jeeps. The quality is meh when you purchase them, and then you're adding commercials into the screen. It's just like back a few years ago, BMW did it. It was a subscription service for heated seats. The vehicle came with heated seats. All the equipment was there. Everything was working. You had to pay the subscription service for the heated seats to work. Yeah. So like how, it's just like, well, Tesla charges for the autonomous driving. It's like 10 grand. They're just figuring out how they can nickel and dime you for a subscription, like SiriusXM. Even the Jeep app is now, I can't remote start my Jeep anymore. I used to always be able to do it on all my past Wranglers, Gladiators, everything. It was just included. You'd open the Jeep app, you could hold the lock, you could hold the remote start. Now it's a subscription service. It's like $10 a month. I'm not paying it. Like, that's a feature I was supposed to get with the Jeep, and now you added $20K to a 392, and it's still a
You
subscription.
can still do it on the key, though.
You can do it on the key, but it was nice on the phone because the phone would connect to Alexa, could connect to other devices, and you could like tell your Apple Watch to start your Jeep, and it would with a subscription now. I feel like the way the world is going, everyone wants subscriptions because you just set it and forget it. It's like a gym membership. You never go, but it still charges you every month. That's how they're going with this. And let us know in the comments what you think about the ads, because people do watch, the people from Jeep should be watching it and kind of know that that's a terrible idea to start popping up ads. We don't need more ads in our Jeeps. We've already got enough.
We throw enough ads on our videos.
Yeah, it's bad enough. Yeah, really. We don't get to control half of them. It could be popping up whatever you're searching. But yeah, let us know in the comments what you think of that. We personally think it's a terrible, terrible, terrible idea to have it pop up. And I envision some problems legality-wise with popping up an ad while you're driving. I don't know. I don't think that it's the right move to go. Now on to another thing that Jeep shouldn't be doing, or unless you think they do, this is all up to you. They've released yet another special edition 4xe. Not available on anything else, just 4xe special edition. Now this one's a real head turner. I don't want to be like this, but it's so expensive. Like the one that we got pictures of from one of our fans. So they've released this edition called the Jeep Backcountry 4xe edition. And it's kind of like a mixture between a Sahara and a Rubicon, but the price is closer to a Rubicon, but doesn't have all the features of a Rubicon, but still has some features of a Sahara. It's like a perfect weird mix of the two. That's extremely expensive. So this Backcountry edition, MSRP is like $64,000 before destination. And you're kind of starting life as a Sahara. So you don't get the Rubicon vented hood, you get a standard Sahara hood. You get the Mopar front bumper, Mopar rear bumper, the hoop on the front bumper. You get rock rails on it. You get a specialty decal package. Specialty decal package on the hood, the fender vents, and the back door handle. You also get a set of 20-inch wheels in a special exclusive finish, they say. It looks like, I don't know what color it is, but Ryan, pull it up. There's images of it. And then you get all-terrain tires on those 20-inch wheels. But then to add like that Rubicon flare, you get Rubicon Highline paint match fender flares on it. So Rubicon Highline flares, sport hood, 20-inch wheels. Like interesting combo there, but you do get a body color three-piece hardtop as well with it. You get the 4xe, that box that you can plug in, which that one idea that I really like, you can plug this box into the charging port and then charge your campsite with it, or like run your appliances. That's badass. I think that's a really cool feature of the 4xe, and that's something that took quite some time, but the one that we got sent, the MSRP was $70,000. For a Sahara mixed with a Rubicon pieces and a couple decals. I don't know if this is just fulfilling requirements from the last leadership, is like, yo, we've already got these built, we just need to push them out. But this is like a second strike with the 4xe, because the 41 edition, you guys love that video, besides one thing, right, Ryan? One thing everyone didn't like in that video. We didn't even harp on it. We just wanted to show you the model, but everyone said they wanted the 41 edition without the 4xe. This Backcountry edition, I think even without the 4xe, that might be a tricky sell. It's a weird like Sahara Rubicon mix, but if it was like lower 50s, upper 40s, maybe it would sell a little bit better, because it's a nice mix of some class with the 20s and as well as some off-road capability. Now what?
MSRP is like 57, right? Like normal.
64.
64.
64 with, because MSRP of Sahara 4xe is 57. The Backcountry package is 6,500, and that comes on it automatically. It was like 64.5 plus destination, I believe it said on that official report. So really just, that's up there. So actually with our thought process of this, you go down to our local dealer and any dealer, and they've got 4xes piled up like they can't give them away. To add on another 4xe special edition, it's just, and they said limited to 5,800 units in the US. I mean, so it's interesting. There wasn't much marketing on this unit, but then it's also only using pieces of Jeeps that are already out there. So Rubicon Highline flares, steel front bumper, et cetera, et cetera. It's not like it's using crazy components like an AEV front bumper or something different from Jeep. I almost see it as like they already had them in production. They already had them slated to build those. and they just kind of had to fulfill it. That's the way I look at it. I hope that's the truth, because we should start to see some cool additions and cooler stuff come out, but there was no marketing on it, like nothing. I mean, just a little post on Stellantis North America media site, and that was it. But what do you guys think? I don't even want to ask, because people that just want gasoline engines want to see some of these specialty trims in just the gas engine option. I think that's all we're asking for. I think the 41 was the biggest mistake that they made. Put that in a gas 4-door and a 2-door, because they could have easily done it and just release it. But that could have been something. Once again, it came out right at the end of the last leadership, and I think this is just trickling out of that. But let us know down in the comments what you think. Would you pay for that one? Ryan, maybe pull up the picture of the Fathom Blue. Would you pay $70,000 for that? I mean, there's discounts on it. It's probably like 15 grand off, like most of these 4xEs, but still at 55, it's a pretty big chunk. But yeah, no, that's kind of what's coming out, and I think it's a bit interesting. So as much as we're doing here, Jeep News, we're trying to still get so much done on this Jeep. Ryan, pan over to the back end of this Jeep. See how the whole bumper's gone? It's on jack stands. We've got paint booths set up over there. We have a lot happening here on the back end, and we're trying to get you guys the content as quick as we can. However, it does take time. So if you guys have been patiently waiting for the 41 build videos to return, today we should be finishing a lot more with this Jeep, and then hopefully installing some really cool parts in about 2 days when the paint dries. So really cool stuff coming, and thank you guys so much for following along with that build and for also watching this video. Now until next time, my name is Matt, Brian's behind the camera, and we want you to get out there and earn yours.